everybody, it's Samantha from Samantha's Designs. Hope you're having a great day. Today I am coming with you with a card that I'm going to make for Christy Marcotte's challenge. If you've never been to Christy's page, I will link her down below. She is a YouTuber here, and she issues challenges every once in a while. This time it's 1, 2, 3. One is you have to have a circle element, at least one. I don't think it only has to be one because I'm including a second one because I have a little frame here. But 2, you have to have 2 pattern papers, and 3 is 3 pieces of bling, which is really simple to do, of course. So I have made a card for this challenge already, but when I was working on it, it did not turn out how I envisioned it. It's okay. I think it's not my best work. And like I said, it definitely did not turn out the way I really envisioned it. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you that card just so you know what I'm talking about and we can compare and contrast. Okay, here's the original card I made. It did not turn out how I envisioned it. And it was really difficult because I had all these layers I was trying to cut circles through. And this was supposed to be able to see through to this cute little cluster here, but that did not work out. I've got little black registration mark for my Cricut Explorer here. It just, you live and learn. I just didn't do a great job. This is a perfectly okay card. I will give it to someone, but I think it could have turned out a little better. So anyway, starting again. Reprinted the digital picture again. These the leaves and the pumpkin are digital stamps from Pretty Graphic Designs. They're not affiliated with me. I don't have any affiliate links, but I will link them down below because I really do like their digital stamps. I use quite a bit of them. And then the Grateful came out of Cricut Access. Super simple, added it. And typically my Cricut Explorer, I would print it, do a print and cut, and then let my Cricut Explorer cut this, but I didn't want to do this time. I was too lazy to get out my Cricut, so I just printed it out with all the registration marks, cut it out with a circle die cut. I have some affinity die cuts here, of which I used 3 of for this project, or that's how I'm envisioning it. And again, this is nothing affiliated, but I do get these from AliExpress, and so if you would like that information, you can look down below. I'll try to link it for you. Okay, so I have that die cut out. I have a little frame die cut out using the next 2 largest and some craft card stock. I have Pretty Graphic digital paper that I printed out on 65-pound cardstock, along with another accent piece because it has to have 2 digital papers. So this is the one I'm going to use, the leaves. My original design, this was going to go here, and then all of it would have circles cut out of it, but that's just not working. So I'm going to play with this a little bit and figure out where I'm going to use this other piece. And what else? Oh, this is just a card base, Recollections, 110-pound cardstock. I get this from Michaels, and it is a 8.5 by 11 sheet, cut in half at 5.5, and then scored at 4 1/4 to make a side folding note card. And that is where we're starting. So my next step is I'm going to put this here, cut out the middle of these 3 is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Out of this, so I'll open it up so I don't go all the way through, but open it and cut a circle here, and then that is where this frame will go on the outside of. That's what I'm thinking. And then we'll work on adding this other pattern paper because I'm not quite sure I'm going to do that yet, and putting this on the inside. And this is going to be kind of a pop-up feature on the inside. I was inspired by Jennifer McGuire. I will link that video also down below, so if you want to check it out, how she incorporates pop-up features in her cards. One of many ways, I'm sure, for her, but I'm going to show you what inspired me for this card to make a pop-up feature. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, If you're wondering what Copics I used, I mean, I did very simple Copic coloring. Not even good Copic coloring. But I also try to flash in the markers that I used here so you can use them if you wish. I don't know that you would follow me. Probably follow Sandy Alnook. She's one of those people that's a great person at coloring and understanding. I just play. Okay, that being said, now tape runner is what I'm going to use just for speed purposes. And I'm just putting this on the outside, and I'll still end up, part of my circle will have adhesive, but that's okay. I've done that before. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, try to get this as even, Steven as I can, just like that. And then let me get the die cut machine and we'll cut out a circle. All right, here's my well-loved Big Shot. I've had this thing for hundreds of years. The logos come off of it. Oh, I just use this so much. Okay, got my magnetic platform. Gonna eyeball where I want this. Is kind of top part centered. And then put it on my top plate. Let's roll this through. There's 2 layers. One is 110. So it's going to take some strength because I'm being lazy and not doing one layer at the time. Get back and forth just like so. Please work. It did perfectly. Yay. Can't believe it. And so this is glued together because it does have some adhesive, but that's okay. All right, I'm good with that. All right. What else do I need out of this? Anything? I don't think I'm gonna need my die cutter anymore. So I'm gonna put that a little bit out of the way. Oh, sorry. All right, now where in the heck am I gonna use this little piece? Can I put it down at the bottom as just a little accent strip? Because that's got a sentiment. I won't need a sentiment. Or I got a bigger piece. I could cut a circle and put that on the inside. Or I don't know. What do I want to do, guys? I've got to incorporate 2 pieces of pattern paper. So I think I'm just going to put it here at the bottom. Yeah, let's cut this down. Okay, so I'm okay with this. I think this is going to look okay. So this was a 1 inch by 3 3/4, and then I just did a little matte frame in the craft cardstock. I'm going to put this here at the bottom. All right, and while I'm working on the pop-up portion, okay, I'm gonna stick this down. I think I still want this. Do I still want this? Yeah, it kind of makes it, oh shoot. It's gonna have to go over that a little bit. Am I okay with that, or is that looking silly? No, I'm okay with that because I think it just kind of makes it look a little bit more finished. So for this, I'm definitely going to use liquid glue. I'm using my Elmer's Craft Bond. I use Elmer's products mainly for my crafting. I find that they are a good price point and they work really well. This Craft Bond, I have to say, I've been very impressed with it. Just not let me down. Okay, where's my tweezers? Gonna use my reverse tweezers to pick this up because I found I do better when I try that. And then the nice thing about liquid glue is you can wiggle it. You got time to get it where it's supposed to be. All right, and then we're gonna set, oh, all my acrylic blocks are hidden at the bottom. Oh no. Gonna end up dumping all my nice organized things now. Oh, sorry guys, that's loud. But You have to have acrylic block to kind of hold all of that in place while it dries, in my opinion. All right, let's work on the pop-up feature for the inside. Okay, according to Jennifer's video, I'm going to start out with a piece of cardstock that's about a 1/2 inch wide. Hers looks a lot bigger than that, but I think it's 1/2 inch wide. And this looks really crooked, but this is not crooked. Okay, and then we're going to glue this. Now this is 65 pounds. I think I'm going to change this and just use plain white cardstock and use the 110 pounds. So let me get that. Okay, I had a big piece over here, so I didn't even have to go looking for it. So that'll work, and then we're going to glue this toward the end, and we want to make sure it hits at the right spot. All right, so let's see how long this is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit, well, actually I'm going to put a decent amount of glue right here at the end of my 1/2 inch. And I did that on the wrong side. So I'm already starting off wrong. Hold on. All right, let's try this again. So I'm going to put some glue here. Put my stamped piece right there at the edge of it. Try to make sure it's straight. The Grateful's throwing me off because I can't figure out what's straight. Okay, so let's let that dry. Okay, I played with it a little bit to get it where I want it, because when you close this card, I want this to kind of be centered, but it's going to pop up. So this is working great. So I'm going to take this now, and because I have my trimmer here, that's a little easier to get to, I'm just going to use the track of my trimmer to create a score. So, like right there, I guess. Maybe a little less. Okay, and then bend it. It's not scored straight, so let me get that straight. There we go. Okay, then on this little flap, I am going to put some glue, just like that. Position it where I want it to be. Put that in the crease of the card. I think I gotta go up a little bit more. Yeah, just like that. Or at least it's close enough. I'm okay with that. So let me just open this up, flap it open, do my usual trick, and let's let it dry. Okay, for the next part of the pop-up feature, I have a 1/2 inch piece of the 110 pound cardstock again, and then it is cut at 2.5 inches. You score it at every 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna do that on this just because it's handy and it's here. Okay, get that out of the way. Then we're gonna fold on all those creases just like that, and this is going to make a little cube, so you're going to put these two ends together with your glue. And let me get my tweezers out because I like using my tweezers to keep things together until they really dry and are solid. Come on now. Okay. Stick those in here. I'm trying to make it sure it's nice and even. And Yep, gonna let that glue dry as well. Okay, the next step is we're gonna flip this back over. So here's our little pop-up that's gonna happen there. So you see it's gonna kind of pop up, but to ground this a little bit, and you know what? This is still not as straight as I would like for it to be. Okay, there we go. A little better. All right. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna put this at the end. So I'm gonna glue this down, and I need something that's gonna fit in the cube. Maybe this. Yeah, that'll fit. Okay. Gonna put a little. Actually, for this, I'm putting a decent amount of glue. I'm gonna put this right here on the end of my little element that's holding this on, and I'm gonna use this just to really press down, make sure it's really connecting well, and that it's gonna let the glue dry the way it should. See, this is gonna drive me insane. That's okay. All right, we're gonna let that dry for a few minutes, and then we're gonna glue this down to the card. Okay, so now it's time to add a little bit of glue to the top of the cube. I probably got to spread it out a little bit, and then flatten this toward the card. Okay, then we're gonna make sure it's straight. I'm trying to make sure everything. Oh no, not too far, not too far. Oh shit, shirt. There you go. And I'm gonna put something really heavy on it. This time I'm gonna stack a few things, and let's let it dry and hope this one works, please. Okay guys, so because I didn't get this quite straight, it's got a little wrinkle here, but otherwise this is really cool. So it does pop open. So when you open, the recipient opens it, it's a little pop-up portion. I really am liking that. So now the three part of this is that it has to have 3 pieces of bling. For that, I have this sitting out on my desk. Easy enough to get to. I probably shouldn't have done that, but anyway, I did. And there are some cute little orangey color gems here. Orangish, whatever you want to say. So I'm gonna get 3 of those out and see if I can bling up this cute card. All right, oh, here's my glue. And here's my sticks. Make it a little easier to pick these things up with. And let's see. I'm going to put one here. One here. And maybe one down here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So we're going to do that. Okay guys, 2 pattern paper, 1 circle, actually is more than 1, so hopefully she'll let me get by on that. And then 2 patterns, pieces of paper, so 1 circle, 2 patterns, 3 bling, 1, 2, 3, Christy Marcotte challenge. Like I said, I'll put her information down below if you want to check out her YouTube channel, and then also the direct link to the challenge. I'm going to also be featuring this on my Instagram page with her hashtag Christy's Card Challenge, because I would like everyone to be able to see it over there too. Okay, so love it. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks so much. Bye.